Isn't it time for illegal ham in the face? But bro, where's the banjo?
Some Cleveland sports shows try to give you hot takes, but only one can give you a big old piece of hot ham. Welcome to Illegal Ham to the Face. Talking all Cleveland sports. And don't forget our Fat Boy Tuesday, where we also ham it up with some fun food topics. Without further ado, let's serve up some ham. Here are the Ham Boys, Fatty, and Big Bry.
This is great.
Are you giggling already? There it is. What's going on, everybody? I am
Well
that
done.
guy. You're here at the Legal Ham in the Face. Brought to you by Lake Erie APA. And the reason why you do not see my fat ass on camera tonight is because I am at a full tournament right now for Lake Erie APA. Bri, what's going on? Sherry, thank you for running everything tonight. How's everybody doing?
Good. I'm feeling
Fantastic.
optimistic.
Feeling optimistic.
We getting loud
I like
in here?
that.
Is the music in the background just going nuts?
No, I hear more people than anything.
Yeah, a little background noise. As long as you can hear us, we're good.
Here. I'll fill it out. So do you guys, I'm sorry, I'm multitasking right now.
We're having fun.
So,
Tell them they can wait. This is a giant show production here.
Seriously, we have
Way
I
bigger than any
understand
pool
that.
5
tournament.
comments. We have 5 comments.
Yeah, right. 5 comments in a minute. Going national.
Oh, look who it is. Look who
Oh,
it is.
nice. What's up, Justin?
There you go.
Yeah, hit the
All right.
Look at that.
I'm heading outside. If you need me, come get me. Okay. Now that I can out here.
There we
What's going
go.
on, guys?
Nice
Craig,
back.
Craig. Okay, we got a fan club, you guys.
What's up, Craig?
Okay.
There he is.
Uh-oh.
Now it's calmed down a little bit.
Oh, that's a little better. Little better.
Where you at, Mr. Bees?
This one 30th. Trying to
Mr.
do
Bees?
a show and
Oh no, it's just
You
us,
know.
Bri. What do we do? No, I'm just kidding.
Filibuster. Fill it in.
Filibuster?
Yeah, tell me your life story. Start from the day you were born. What we got?
I have a twin.
Oh, see, look. We're learning new stuff already. How about that?
He's back.
this is going amazing. I love this.
We're having fun tonight, everybody.
Go back inside. It's too windy.
Well, you're just going to have to deal now. It's either too much noise or too windy. What do you want me to
I'm
do?
messing with you. Go in your car. Hang out in your car.
How quick before somebody calls the police on him.
Here we go. Is that better?
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
There we go. Good.
We can hear
So
you.
what are you guys doing tonight? What are we talking about tonight?
Boy, we're talking about everything. You know how it goes in Cleveland sports. There's always something going on. I think we got the Indians that maybe, Guardians, call them what you will, maybe hit a bit of a hot streak, if you want to call it that, winning, what they won, 3 or 4 now.
Oh, it's
So
good.
something to get excited about. Browns had OTAs, which isn't a whole lot of anything. I've kind of read a couple of different reports and articles on it, and absolutely they say nothing. So, we try to get excited about that kind of stuff, but hey, there's a Pro Bowl wide receiver out there that can be had. So that's kind of where the Browns news is at.
Hey,
And,
Brian.
and basketball's about the only thing going on right now, unless you're a big fan of tennis or hockey or something.
Hockey, Bri.
I said
Lord
hockey.
Stanley's Cup. Wait,
We
let me
can get
show
we need a hockey fan. There we go. The Panthers.
There she is.
I have to
Is
do
that,
this is a family show, so I got to hold the shirt.
Wow. Panthers, okay, against the Golden Knights
Of Las Vegas.
of Vegas. Look at that.
Las
Who's
Vegas.
favored?
It's
I think Las Vegas Knights are favored. In
Yeah,
that
it doesn't sound like you're very confident in
No,
who's favored.
I am extremely
one.
confident. Can't break this. Can't break this.
Mhm.
Hey, our
Ice
hockey
cold.
fans will be happy. What were they? An 8 seed? Were they an 8 seed too?
Just like the Heat.
And
Isn't
they
that
beat
awesome?
they beat the
Boston
Bruins.
too. Hell yeah, we did.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Hey, I mean, I'm all about that. The underdog rising up, barely making it into the playoffs, and making it all the way to the finals.
Right.
That's something to talk about.
It's exciting. It's super underdog.
Absolutely. I mean, I guess we can get into the show. We can start with shout outs. You guys can go first.
I got to shout out our league operator here at and our sponsor, Kheel, putting on a great tournament out here. I showed Sherry the chaos that was behind the scenes, and she went, "Holy shit!" I'm like, "That's how we roll."
It looks fun.
So I'm here at Rookies. I'll be here all week this week and next week because 9-ball is this week, 8-ball is next week. This is our big tournament for our trip to Vegas. So I want to shout out him. Want to shout out the Memorial Day. Like I said, all of our veterans and everything that we celebrate on Memorial Day. You know, Bri hit it on it last week, but just another one to that. And then my last shout out is the Guardians, who finally kind of figured out how to piece together a couple wins and get this thing moving. They won 3 out of 4, so it's kind of nice seeing them on the winning side instead of losing so much. So, Sherry, how about you?
My favorite Marine is in the chat. Semper Fi, buddy. Eric's in the chat tonight.
What's up, Eric?
I'm excited because he's my friend and he's a real stand-up guy. He's very punctual.
Awesome. Yep, they usually are, those military guys.
Brian, what about you?
I mean, I guess thinking about Memorial Day yesterday, and you had to work, I had to work a little bit, so I was kind of getting frustrated, upset that, man, I got to work and everybody else has the day off. But then you kind of put it into perspective about what the day is all about, and you kind of feel rather small. So that was kind of nice to just have that perspective and sit back and, appreciate what the day was about. And, the men and women who have risked it all. We never talk about it enough. You touch on it at the end of every show. But, we could talk about it for 10 minutes every single show and it still wouldn't be enough. So yeah, our appreciation goes out to their families and, our love for them. And yesterday was also my wife's birthday. So I'll shout her out. And, believe it or not, we celebrated her 29th birthday again this year. So we already had the decorations from a couple years ago. So we just brought those back out. It was really easy.
Wow, she's stuck on that one, not the 39.
No, she's 29 again.
She's 29 again. Wow, I wish I could do that again.
Keep running it back, so it makes it easy on me. I only have to buy 0 candles every year.
Attaboy.
All right, look at that.
All right.
Shout out. Wife.
Thanks, Justin. Appreciate you.
He's creative.
So let's get into our trivia because I got a fun trivia for you today, Brian. You ready for trivia?
Absolutely.
All right. Hold on, I got a dog thing here. Are we going to do the dog?
We're doing the trivia sounder.
Trivia, gotcha. Bear with me. See, this is where he deletes me. See, he's going to delete me. Here it comes.
I'm not going to delete you.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
You're ready. You're ready. Okay.
Wow, you just ended it quick.
Wow.
That.
I like
wow.
that.
Enough of it.
I am so glad I'm not on camera for that one. You would have caught me mid-swallow.
Well, I would
Our trivia is
that.
brought to you by City Dogs of Cleveland, and our dog of the week this week is Drumstick again. We doubled up on Drumstick because Fatty is out and about, and I wanted to be fair to a new dog. So Drumstick is our dog of the week this week.
Wait, I'm putting up
You can find Drumstick at City Dogs Cleveland. There he is with that face. Go adopt this dog, especially City Dogs of Cleveland. If you can't adopt him, adopt one of the others. all dogs need a good home to go to. So please adopt. That's why we chose City Dogs as one of our sponsors, and can't thank them enough for everything they've done for us. So please go adopt at City Dogs. Get down there in the
There
little
it is.
ticker down at the bottom that Sherry likes
There
so
we go.
much.
I do.
You
I
got
love
their
the
email,
Well done.
their number, and a way to get a hold of them to meet a dog. So, Bri, our trivia tonight, buddy, is an NBA trivia, and I've been hearing it all through the radio today. And I think
Okey-doke.
it's kind of a fun trivia because this could have been the Cavaliers, and it's NBA trivia. So the trivia is Miami Heat is only the second 8th seed to make the NBA Finals. Who is the first?
Okay, that's good trivia. I like that trivia a lot, and believe it or not, I did not hear about it today, so I will be taking a guess, or at least going back. Can you tell me? Is it after 2000?
No, it's before 2000.
Before 2000. Okay, that helps me.
So
a little bit.
1999 was the year.
Oh wow. Okay. Cool. All right. I'll try to remember
and
that.
as Justin would say, that's the last time Fetty felt small was 1999. Thank you for that
I
one,
don't believe
Justin.
that.
I wanted to bring that one
Wow.
up right there. Now
That
we're making
was
fat
quick.
jokes.
That was
Awesome.
quick with that one.
Wow.
Okay.
All right. So let's get into our Cleveland headlines, which we got a lot of. Sherry, you ready for Cleveland headlines?
Almost. Hold on 1 second. Let's do
This is great.
I'm sorry. I'm going as fast as I can. My stupid hands.
This show is not perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect.
It never is perfect.
No.
Look at Brian
got
and I's
plenty of
face
time.
every week. That's not perfection.
I'm not even wearing
Oh.
pants. I mean, spoiler alert.
You wore pants?
I'm not wearing pants right now.
Oh.
Okay.
All right, Brian. We're
Said
getting
he
into our
didn't have
Cleveland
pants
headline.
on.
And Brian doesn't have pants on, is what
It's
we
hot
found
up
out. From
here.
this.
I
get it. I
got
get
the
it.
fan
Take the
going.
shirt off too. You might as well just let Papa
No,
Bear out.
see.
Go full Bert Kreischer on us.
Yeah,
Come on.
just bring it out, Brian. It's all right.
I got to tease something for next week.
So the first part of Cleveland headlines, as Brian said earlier, Browns OTA has started this week. And Brian, this is where my sarcasm comes out because everybody and their brother on Twitter and Facebook are just all over the shorts of these Browns players, thinking that they're going to be 6-year Pro Bowlers and just all, hey, did you see that catch that Tillman made? And I'm a horrible Browns fan for sitting there since '99 watching everybody make that play. But it is what it is. But OTAs have started. They are practicing in shorts and a little bit of a helmet. Also, they had a little golf outing today at Westwood Country Club. So, Bri, how do you feel about OTAs?
I mean, I'm with you, but at the same time, I let myself get a little excited about it. I mean, I don't get excited about this guy made a catch, this guy scored a touchdown. It's just everything leading up to what we've done in the off season and seeing it out on the field. I'm excited because I can't envision the Browns falling on their face like they usually do this year. And that might be the kiss of death. And, if they're cursed, then they will. But as long as they stay healthy, I think we're in for a really good, successful season. I'm saying at least 10 wins. We've talked about how manageable the schedule is. But the OTAs, you're going to talk yourself into whatever. If you thought us trading for Elijah Moore was a great move, you're going to talk yourself into it. If you think Jim Schwartz is just the savior of the defense, you're going to talk yourself into that. So, I mean, we still don't know anything, and we won't know anything until maybe preseason game number 2, because I don't know how seriously they're going to take the Hall of Fame game.
Craig, very generous.
14
Craig said
3?
14-3. Wow.
I don't know. I'm not going to tell him he's crazy.
I'm not telling him he's crazy because it's the NFL. Anything can happen, Bri. I get it.
You need a lot of breaks.
But, Bri, my biggest pet peeve is, it's not even Memorial Day. Get off these guys' shorts already. Are you serious? I understand you want football and you want football so bad. Now I sound like an old curmudgeon. Get off my lawn.
Good football. Because there's
But-
other football going on. It ain't good.
But I'm just sitting there going, like, it's just a flag football practice. Like, why are we getting, like, excite me during training camp when people are actually got the pads on, they're actually playing. Like, now, it doesn't bother me any. Like, it's just a glorified walkthrough. It's what they do every day on Mondays after a game. Like, I don't get excited over OTAs like everybody else does, and I guess that makes me an old man, makes me not a Browns fan, and makes me a Baker bro. I mean, bro, it made me everything and anybody when I tell people to pump the brakes a little bit. I am not telling you how to fan. I'm just saying curb it down a little bit. That's all I'm saying. You got some Browns fans that are going 10,000% right now, and then you got other Browns fans that are going like, well, this just sucks. Just be in the middle. I just need you in the middle. I don't need you to go over top to the extremes. Just be right in the middle. Just be happy for your team. That's fine. Guess what? Cedric Tillman took 5-yard out. He caught a pass, Brian. 6 Pro Bowls right there. That guy is going to get 6 Pro Bowls.
Justin's
Right there. I saw him
gonna get a
catch that one pass
timeout.
in OTAs. He's going to be great. You know what else I saw in OTAs, Brian? I saw Justin Gilbert actually look good in OTAs. I saw
Greg
Dwayne
Little?
Bowe look good in OTAs. I saw Kenny Britt look good in OTAs.
Let's
Oh,
not
I
talk
also saw
about
Brandon
Kenny
Whedon
Britt.
look
We
good
have
in
history.
ATAs. Come on, people. Come on.
So I think as maybe we'll get into if we talk about the Guardians today, I got a take on the Guardians that kind of relates to this. I think all Cleveland sports kind of function together. And what I mean by that is we've been down on the Guardians for the last month. They're terrible. They can't hit. They're almost unwatchable. And the Cavs were a giant disappointment in the playoffs. So we've been beaten down over the last month and a half. We're just we're grasping at straws right now, looking for something to get excited about. And at this moment, it's the Browns. And it's, we keep hearing, and I truly believe this is the most talented Browns team we've had since they've come back in '99. So, I think there's reason to get excited. People are always going to go over the top with, most people haven't even seen a highlight from OTAs. They just hear about it third hand from somebody who was there. So we're grasping at anything. It's the dog days of summer. We started early this year because our baseball team is pretty hard to watch.
The baseball's been bipolar at the very least, if you had to clinically diagnose it. And
Oh, yeah, the Guardians have definitely been bipolar.
yeah, and if not, we could always add a third poll because it's Cleveland. So we could do tripolar, but hopefully it stays on the upswing,
Sure.
So, Brian, next on the list, we have D-Hop as a free agent. Brian, do you want DeAndre Hopkins on this football team?
I don't know how anybody could say they wouldn't want DeAndre Hopkins on. I mean, other than maybe
This guy right here.
Well, maybe it puts us in. Does it have anything to do with the salary cap? If it has to do with the salary cap, I understand.
Has
but
nothing to do with salary cap.
Right now, he makes you a better team. So why wouldn't you want him on the team?
Because he takes away from people that we got this year through free agency and trade.
Yeah, but he's better than people. I mean, me as
Are
the
you
biggest
sure he's
Peoples
better?
Jones fan. Yes, I am. Me as the
Are you
biggest
100%
Peoples Jones
sure
fan.
he's better?
Yep. As long as he's healthy, he's better. We've seen it time and time again. I mean, I want to project. If you want to project and say you think Elijah Moore in this offense will be better, I'm not going to call you crazy for that. Or do you think Peoples Jones is going to be better? I'm not going to call you crazy for that either. But you're projecting. You're optimistic that that's where they can be. I've seen DeAndre Hopkins be a top 5 receiver in this league, and last year he put up numbers. So I don't believe he's over the hill yet.
No, like my big thing is he's going to be 31 in 2 weeks. I think it's June 6th is his birthday. And we've had trouble pretty much the entire time, with the exception of Amari Cooper, with veteran wide receivers coming in here, Bri.
Don't be scarred by the past.
Bri, you could say that, but it is
Kenny
the past.
Britt. We can bring up Kenny Britt and Dwayne Bone like twice a month.
We could bring up OBJ and Jarvis Landry too. What I'm thinking is you have DPJ, who is going to get pretty much pass is taken away from him if D-Hop comes in here, because D-Hop will be the second wide
For
receiver.
sure. Yep.
And then you have Elijah Moore, who we have that we traded a second-round pick for to get here. It's almost like the law of averages for this wide receiver group, Bry, because we already have a veteran, Amari Cooper. We have two young guys with DPJ and Elijah Moore. And yes, it would be a luxury. It'd be a luxury to have DeAndre Hopkins. But is it truly that much of a luxury if you're only going to have him for a year? What's he going to do for a year for you?
I think that just speaks to the Browns being all in for this year. If they go after Hopkins, there's no question they want to win as much as possible this year, and that's what it is. I think I'm with you. At first, I was like, man, it's going to stunt the growth of DPJ and Elijah Moore, two guys who I'm very high on. I really want them to succeed, and I think they can. But at the same time, I had a moment with myself where I'm like, DeAndre Hopkins is that guy that we hope DPJ becomes. And he's going to take stuff away from targets, away from those other guys. I'm very happy and comfortable going into the season with our wide receiver room. But the facts are the facts, and I think he's proven that he's a better receiver. Now, I haven't been keeping close notes on how he's played over the last year with Arizona, but I have a hard time believing that he would fall off that quickly. But I'm not here pounding the table for him. I think if you don't get him, you're still in great shape as a wide receivers. But yeah, in my mind, he's better than what those other guys can become at this point.
Okay. I mean, everybody's got their opinion on it.
Sure.
I think it's going to be a lot of money, and I don't know if he's going to be a headache or not. I don't think he will be, Bri, but it's also adding in, and we all know wide receivers are divas. It's adding in another diva into the mix that you didn't have beforehand. So it's just, I'm cautiously, like, if it happens, I get it. I'm okay with it. But if it doesn't, I'm still okay with it. Like, it's almost like I think our wide receiver room's set, and if we add them, it's going to be another person to throw the ball to. But like the old cliche, there's only one ball. How are you going to spread it around?
Yeah, and I mean, if they do sign him, I'm not going to have the same excitement level as I did when they got like OBJ or even Jarvis, because I know he's just here for a year, maybe 2 years, but after that first year, he's probably going to start to decline, and he's going to put you in even more cap hell, because I don't know how they could possibly afford him other than just moving more money down the line. And you have to look at the Los Angeles Rams at this point, because they sold out to win that championship, and 2 years later, they're being talked about as one of the worst teams in the league. So if that's what you want for the Browns, if you want them to have one shot at winning a title and then just have to offload all these other guys like they did with Jalen Ramsey, sending him away for almost nothing, I mean, you have to, in the back of your mind, think about that. Do you want to go 100% all in for this season and then just, deal with the next couple seasons as they come? Because I think really you're doing a disservice to Myles Garrett and Watson and Nick Chubb and all our veterans that are in their prime right now if you do that.
Yeah, I get it. The other thing that has happened in the NFL, Bri, besides D-Hop being on free agency, is we got new NFL kickoff rules that is happening now. If you can fair catch it inside the 25, you start at the 25. So, Bri, how do you feel about this new kickoff rule? And it seems like they're just starting to go towards a way of getting rid of kickoffs, it sounds like to me. At that point in time, might as well just get rid of special teams all in general with kickers and punters and everything else and just let them play out, because that's kind of where we're heading at right now. Because you had certain guys like Cribbs, Hester, go back in time, that made their living on special teams. And now you can't even do that anymore. They're taking that away. So, Brian, how do you feel about the new NFL kickoff rule?
It doesn't bother me a ton, to be honest. I think the game will be fine without kickoffs if they choose to completely get rid of them. I think we'll still be okay, but I just wish the NFL didn't have such a giant ego, because I think, and I don't watch a ton of XFL or I forget what the other league is, USFL or something.
yeah.
Is that it? So the XFL has a rule to where nobody can move until they catch the ball. Is that right? I don't know if either one of you guys have watched that.
So what it is everybody lines up at like the 30-yard line. They kick off, and as soon as the returner touches the ball, then they can go towards tackle him.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, to me that's the way to go. So you don't have like these 20-mile-per-hour collisions between two guys. I think that's the way to go. I just think the NFL's ego is too big that they don't want to be stealing stuff from lesser leagues that they perceive. But yeah, I really wish they could do that, because I think that kind of keeps that play alive for a few more years. And then, we'll see how that goes. And if they have to make adjustments after that, then do it.
All right, Brian, we are going to switch over. It's going to be a quick show tonight. We're not going to talk about guards because I don't feel like wasting my breath on the Guardians tonight.
We covered it.
We could, but I don't want to. We were talking about should we trade Bieber or not, but we can save that to whenever we want to. Brian, let's get into Fat Boy Tuesday. Excited about Fat Boy Tuesday?
Sure. Let's do it.
All right.
Curveball to Sherry.
This is very important.
Putting her to tests.
See how well she does. Look at her go.
There are people talking in the chat.
And what are they saying?
Still? I can't read that. Ed's calling.
And now it's time for Fat Boy Tuesday.
I can still do it on my side. I'm just asking you to do it. What did Ed say?
I put it up. Hold on, I'll bring it back.
Yeah, it was a long one. I didn't get it.
It was long.
Said Browns have never been to a Super Bowl. I'm getting old. Sell out. Myles Garrett and Chubb aren't getting younger. Now it's time to win. Well, that only depends on our quarterback and our wide receivers and offense right now.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I mean, if Deshaun Watson becomes an elite quarterback, you can win for years. Look at Mahomes. Look at his receivers last year. Look at his receivers this year. Doesn't really matter. He's elite. He's going to have them in the contention for Super Bowls for years to come. So it hinges on him.
All right, so Fat Boy Tuesday this week, we are getting at Overrated Foods. Sherry put it out on Twitter, Bri, and Twitter went absolutely insane.
Did you see how many,
we had sushi show up. We had eggs show up. We had Slimans show up. Chick-fil-A was on Overrated Foods, Bri.
Wow.
And Sherry got into a verbal slapping contest with Always Positive J about Slimans and corned beef sandwiches.
Wow, okay.
He has to stay in his lane is what he needs to have to do.
Here's another one. Avocados. Guacamole avocados was overrated.
Yeah.
Crab legs were overrated.
Yep.
Lobster. I saw lobster.
All good.
What else?
Let's see here. Justin said tacos, baked bean, and donuts. Justin, you're a monster.
Donuts.
We're not even talking to you anymore. You're a monster.
No. I love Justin.
I do too. But my biggest thing, so the reason why we started this, Brian, is because you said that Frosties were overrated. And I believe that the god-awful Thin Mints of the Girl Scout cookies is overrated. So this is where we're at, and I had people call me a dumbass for that one. I just don't like Thin Mints. I don't like mint anything. I don't like mint chocolate chip ice cream. It's just it's a mint thing. I don't like mint. Now, Bri, you don't like Frosties because of?
It's not that I don't like them. Don't get me wrong. Don't let me say I will not eat Frosties because I absolutely will. I don't envision ever a time where I'm going to crave a Frosty. If I want ice cream, I get ice cream. If I want a milkshake, I'll get a milkshake. A Frosty's kind of in between. It's all it is chocolate soft serve. If I'm going to get soft serve, I'll go to Dairy Queen and get a Blizzard. So that's all it is with me.
And here you see, this is why I don't like Justin. Stop clicking stuff.
He told me to click
Thin Mints are the best. The best. Yeah, if you're a 12-year-old girl.
They're good.
You want to hear? I have an extremely unpopular take.
Let's
that you're
do
gonna
it.
hate.
Come on.
I'm with Bri. It's not that I don't like it. I just think it's very highly overrated. And I've had the best because I lived here and there. Tacos are overrated.
All kinds of tacos.
All kinds of tacos.
Wow.
The great thing is that I can still control this show from my side. And now that somebody has done the
harsh.
most blasphemy thing and taken out tacos,
Let her
are you
explain
ready to
herself.
apologize? Are you ready to apologize?
No, I am standing my ground.
You are going to sit in timeout again. Don't make me stick you in
This
timeout
isn't
again.
the first show that put me in timeout,
I know.
So
no, I get it. I
burritos,
get it with
wraps,
tacos because either
all
you
of
like tacos or you don't.
Like, I don't see what the big. And I lived like 20 miles from Mexico. I had the equivalent of what people call wonderful, amazing tacos.
Yeah, here's Drew said, yeah, screw toothpaste flavored ice cream. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, what
That's
about
what I was gonna.
peppermint
I was gonna
patty?
ask you if you don't like mint. What flavors are toothpaste?
I do the Supreme Aqua Fresh, the one with the orange burst.
Really?
Ed,
Didn't know that existed.
Ed, how dare you? Ed, that's Ohio. That's the state sauce
Ed,
of
what
Ohio.
are you talking about?
You can't do that, man.
Hold on. I am outside doing this show right now. I'm getting in my car and I'm driving to Columbus right now to stab Ed in the leg for his horrible take on ranch dressing,
You just got me to try it with the fried pickles, and
which is delicious,
it's amazing. Yeah.
even though I like Southwest sauce with my deep fried pickles.
Sounds good.
Right, one of my other overrateds that everybody's going to be pissed off about, spaghetti and meatballs.
All right, I can see it.
So
I can see it.
maybe a little. I mean, explain yourself. Like spaghetti meat sauce. Is that in the same
It's
category?
the
or you're
same
just
thing.
saying
It's just
meatballs?
spaghetti. It's just spaghetti in general. Spaghetti and meatballs.
Ranch
Like if it's a lasagna, if it's penne, if it's like the little bow tie noodles, it's just spaghetti in general. Because growing up, you eat.
Pasta.
It's like you with fish sticks.
Okay.
You're fed it all the time, and you don't want to eat more fish sticks, even though you will if you have to, but you really don't want to.
Really?
Right?
I had no idea. So pasta with marinara sauce is overrated for you.
Drew,
No, I
the
said
answer,
spaghetti.
the
I didn't
answer
say
is
pasta. I said
I thought you
spaghetti.
said
Tips.
bow ties and penne too.
No, I'm saying that I'll eat the bow ties, the penne, all the other pastas except for spaghetti. It's just spaghetti.
Gotcha.
Mac and cheese, unless you're a child. Oh my God, here we go.
Wow.
Not
Now we're
again.
going with the mac and cheese.
Oh, not again.
Oh, here's
fighting
dude
words.
having spaghetti-o nightmares. I still love spaghetti.
Yeah,
I like SpaghettiOs because they taste like can.
they do.
Yeah,
You got
especially
a
with the
metallic
hot dogs.
taste to them.
Not spaghetti and meat. It's SpaghettiOs and hot dogs in it.
Never had it, never will.
Oh,
Those are-
shut your. We're going to have it together.
Those
It'll
are
be all right.
pure snouts and anuses in those hot dogs.
So,
But they form it really nicely and it looks delicious.
Do they taste like can also?
yeah.
I've never had the hot dogs and the SpaghettiOs.
Brian, do you have another overrated food?
Let me go rapid fire and probably a couple of some of them Sherry brought up and from Twitter that jogged my memory. So I'll start with those. Corned beef. I know in this area. Yeah, it's okay. I'll eat it.
Pastrami?
Corned beef, pastrami, yeah, both of them.
My mom, I could feel the force. She just plots. How dare you?
I don't think I'll ever seek out ordering any of that. If it's served to me, I will eat it. Avocado is brought up. I think that's a good one. People go crazy for that. It just, I don't know, it doesn't have much flavor to it. So, and then the other ones, I'm not a mushroom guy, so that's one of the foods that I probably will not eat. Much to my wife's dismay.
Yeah,
she loves them.
About that at Milk.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other one for me, it's pretty broad, but it's again, I won't ever try to eat any of the seafood. Anything that lives in the sea, probably not gonna eat it or not gonna offer to eat it unless I'm trying to be nice or something like that. So any seafood's overrated. And I got a new one. I was thinking as I'm cooking steaks yesterday, steaks are a little overrated for me too, but that's
Right,
another
they're not even on your
discussion.
radar. You go to a steakhouse and get a hamburger.
Right? Absolutely.
So
Absolutely
how
I do.
can you put steaks on the list of overrated when you don't even really eat them?
Exactly. I choose to have a hamburger over a steak. I'm not going to pay 3 times the amount for a steak when I can get a hamburger for $13.
Coming in fancy over
Ooh,
there.
caviar. I like
I've never
What?
I do
had
like
caviar, but
It's very
I'd probably
salted. It's fish eggs. You'd
be
hate
fish
it.
eggs. Yeah, I don't think I would ever want to order that and pay that. So along lines with the steak, and it goes for any meat that you're cooking, the fat. I'm always cutting off the fat. Everyone
Wait,
tells me,
why?
"Oh, that's where the flavor is." It has the consistency of a slug to me, and it doesn't do anything for me.
Eric, I've tried to tell him that, and it still
And that's
doesn't
what I've
budge him.
heard. I've
It doesn't
had
even budge him.
have $50, $60 steaks. Maybe
Oh.
there were bad ones, but yeah.
I'm with Ed on this one big time. Produce, waste of money. Get fiber. You can get fiber now through pills. You can get vitamins and minerals through pills. You don't need to eat fruits and vegetables.
Holy
Is that
hell,
so?
you
I
are!
didn't know that. I can eat
Holy,
brownies.
she is a true fat boy, Bri.
I like that. Yeah.
Wow, just
I can
meat
tell you
and cheese for this one.
metabolically, your biology doesn't know the difference between a banana and a brownie. The only thing you're getting more fiber and you're getting more nutrients. But just take a vitamin with your brownie, you're good to go.
I get that in writing from my cardiologist.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right, gentlemen, I am being called upon my team. So
All right. Do you want to give us your top 3 real quick?
Let me do the trivia in my top 3 real quick, and I'm going to hop out of here, and then you guys can finish up with the top 3, okay?
Sure.
All right, so Brian, let's do trivia first. The only team besides the Miami Heat to make it to the NBA Finals as an 8 seed is who?
Boy, you said 99, so that would have been after Jordan's Bulls. I'm going to say the Nuggets because I remember them winning against the Supersonics.
It is the New York Knicks.
That
is the only team that made it as an 8 seed to the NBA Finals in 1999.
Go. Well done, Ed. Eric.
All right. Now I'll give you my top 3, which we're doing top 3 female singers. My number 3 is Shania Twain. Gotta go with Shania Twain.
Sure.
Just growing up, that happens. Number 2, Leanne Rimes. When she sang Blue, different story. And my number 1 female singer, and it's going to blow your mind, Brian, because you probably never even heard of her, Lizzie Hale, the lead singer from Hailstorm.
Cool. No, haven't heard of her.
She is a rock girl, and she can belt it out. She's done a whole bunch of Led Zeppelin songs, and she has guest covered on a couple other major songs. So those are my top 3 female singers. And the reason why I brought this up is because Tina Turner passed away last week. And Tina Turner, as I was growing up, my dad's here now, and he'll even attest to this. Tina Turner was one of my favorite females as I was growing up. And it was all about the legs. She had legs. So, guys, finish out the show. Thank you, guys. I love you, Sherry. Thank you. Brian, I love you. Thank you. And I'll see you on the flip side.
Later. Good